As a publisher these days, I want to get the most from YouTube. It's a treasure trove of content, and I want to interrogate it to determine what content characteristics I can use in what I produce and how I present myself online. I've got my Gemini here on my iPad. So we've got a heat map, scraper, and a comment cluster. And this is where it all gets interesting and goes beyond just spending time getting to know videos. It's saying start with a content cluster. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to build that content cluster capability and see what it gets me.
You need to pull the raw comments from the videos you are analyzing. The tool, YouTube Data API.
It really helps me to go look at all the pieces that I need from logic, the minor, and normalization, the cluster itself, the output. We're going to use anti-gravity, which is sort of like a companion tool from Google. I'm going to copy that response and then put it into anti-gravity. So here's anti-gravity, and I'm going to paste that in. And it's going to go to town figuring out how to build this thing, and it will build it on my file system. And here we have a goal. I need to go get my API key to get started so it can get to YouTube and use it on my behalf. And here's the structure, the tools that I need, the backend logic needed in order to serve up the information, and then the activity of creating buckets and counting timestamps, that sort of thing. It'll build a front-end UI and test and verify what it's done. And I really like this methodology. It's like I've got a companion here doing the work I want to do, but technically I'm unable to do it. To me, this is stuff that drove me nuts when I was doing a little bit of programming. Just where's the directory? What files do I need in there? Where do I put all my documents into that structure? How do I build a data structure that's going to support what I'm going to do? This, to me, is a great step forward. And Gemini has created a set of tasks that it's going to start walking through. Now, the comment cluster application is structuring itself in front of me, and the project roadmap, the task list, gets updated as it cranks its way through the various tools that it's building. It's self-documenting, and when there are bugs, and there will be, it knows which files to touch and can focus on the dependencies and the flow to get the results that I'm trying to achieve. Here's the files, and on my file system, here's the planning document, all the separate code documents that have been developed. All in the appropriate languages. And what we have is, in one structured environment, places where all the tasks where the system is building for me, that they're all populated appropriately, and I can keep track of what's going on, even though I'm not the one actually doing that implementation. I can be useful in determining, are we going in the right direction or not? So we now have an application that has been built, and I'm going to test it out. I'm going to go to this comment cluster. That's where my app is. And then I want to run dev npm run dev. And there we go. We're starting up a server on my machine, and we're going to run that browser to interact with the app. And here's my app. And we have a bug, but we're getting going here.